Yes, people, you're locked into the Powerful Breakfast Show. Are you ready to be edutained?
Wow. It's myself, 100 Eyes, on the Powerful Breakfast Show. And joining me today, we have the special guest, Mr. Pain.
Come on.
Cheers!
Thank you very much, brother, man.
How you doing, brother?
I'm alright, man. Wide awake.
Yeah. Early rising and all, you know.
Yeah, rise and shine, man. Wakey, wakey.
You know what they say, innit? The dawn does not come to awaken a man twice.
Come on.
So you're here, you get me live in the flesh. Mr. Pain. Mr. Pain is a personal trainer, correct?
Right now, yeah, that's part of one side of my life that I find very passionate about is sport, teaching people martial arts, sports, fitness, health, mind, body and soul type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Changing people's lives, bro.
Yeah, holistic health, man. Yeah. What about your retired professional MMA fighter as well? You didn't mention that just now, brother.
Yeah, so yeah, I used to do martial. I was doing martial arts, MMA, cage fighting.
On a professional level?
On a professional level, before it got all popular on the TV now. Yeah.
You were doing it before it got popular, yeah?
Yeah. But no one knew, but no one really cared about it. Cared about it. It weren't really on TV too much. And then when most people will find it, it's barbaric and it's very aggressive and all that stuff. Yeah.
So you use the early borners then, basically, innit?
Yeah.
So are you one of the reason why MMA is big in the UK today? Is that what you're saying, kind of thing?
No,
you contributed
I
towards
was part of it, but I need opponents, I need trainers, I need other people. So there's a jigsaw of people. There's loads of people who is a part of why MMA in England is what it is now. So I'm just one part of it, but there's many other people who helped build this up. From the UK grass level MMA clubs to the organisations, and then you got the outside European organisations, and then you got the American organisations, all as a collective have built it into what it is today. Yeah. But of course you got UFC who has monopolised the whole thing, and for me, I think they kind of destroyed MMA myself.
You think so?
Oh yes.
So wait, before you go, what? So you wasn't fighting under UFC? What were you fighting under?
See, everyone thinks everyone's doing UFC. UFC is an organisation. Yeah. I fought through Cage Rage. UK organisations. Original Cage Rage was the original one of the biggest organisations in England, in Europe, outside of America, where they had people like Anderson Silva, who was one of the best fighters.
Anderson Silva?
Yeah.
Anderson Silva?
Before UFC.
Hey, I like Anderson Silva.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. People don't know the history of MMA. They only know UFC.
Yeah. But
They think I'm doing UFC and not doing MMA.
Yeah.
You understand? This is a lot of people don't understand what it is. Yeah. But
it's like WWE, but you're doing wrestling.
Yeah. I'm doing WWE. Yeah. No, you're doing wrestling.
Yeah. Well, look, it's FIFA, but you're playing football.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying,
Yeah.
Bro, before we go deep on the MMA thing, let the world know about you, my bro. Where you from? Where'd you grow up? What country you originally from? What's your origins, man?
Parents are from one side from Jamaica, one side from St Kitts and Nevis. Born in
St Kitts and Nevis is it's a quiet. I don't really hear much about that, to be fair.
I love that because it's just cool over there. It's nice. It's lovely, beautiful.
You been there?
Yeah.
Regular? You go regular?
I would love to go more often and love to go again, but I haven't.
Why? Timing.
I fell in love with Thailand because I train over there.
Oh, wow.
And I've been over Thailand 22 times.
How much hands and toes have I got?
Yeah, I train out there all the time, man. And that's how I was always just travelling there, Asia, just going there and training.
Why did you go there to train? Why didn't you stay here and train? Why did you have to go there to
train?
What was it? What's so different about it?
No, the first time I went, the first time I went to Thailand, it was literally kind of like a boys' holiday. We all bought countries in the hat where to go, and bam, we ended up going to Thailand. Okay. And then from then I fell in love with it, but I didn't go out there for training purposes. I just went out there for fun. And then from then, going to MMA, and then my mate's got a camp. He's got a gym out there, and from then I was just flying out there, staying out there for 4 weeks.
Major
and whatever,
network.
training. Yeah, just away, just training like 3 hours in the morning, 3 hours in the evening, Monday to Sunday, man.
It was lifestyle. Thing.
Wicked.
Lifestyle. You loved it. Did you go back?
I used to, I used to bring my family out there. They was like, why? When I was with my son's ma, why you guys keep going out there? Trust me, come. But anyway, when I brought my family out there, they fell in love with it as well, man.
Oh,
and then they, after, if I go for a training camp, a couple of months later, I got to bring the family out there, and it was like that, man. That's why I got up to 22 times, man.
What's the capital city of Thailand?
Bangkok.
Bangkok.
So you got Bangkok, yeah.
Now you're training more time.
No, I was training in Koh Samui, man. So you got
that-
Bangkok up the top, and then I'm down north.
Rural.
Yeah,
rural.
just off the mainland. Yeah,
What's the gyms like there?
wicked, beautiful.
Better than gyms here?
Depends what you want.
In terms of equipment?
No, it's not about the equipment. It's about the authenticity of the training. It's all about the location. It's all about trust me. You can go. You can be. I could be here. I could be in England and have better equipment, but it doesn't mean that the trainers are any good.
Oh, I hear you.
You understand?
Yeah, I hear that.
And sometimes if you just want the raw, spit and sawdust type of trainers and real mentality of a Muay Thai instructor, if that's what you want,
yes.
that's where I'm there, man.
That's where Muay Thai originated from.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
of course.
yeah.
Them man, they got serious calves, you know.
Some of them.
Serious.
Some of them.
The ones I see.
Yeah,
The ones I see.
But it's mad.
Reading up about you, Pain, yeah, you seem to always have been in a healthy lifestyle from a youth, from what I can read up about. Like in your early years, it said that you used to play football. You was like a baller. What position do you play?
All over the pitch, but really, I was always a striker, striker. And then before I stopped playing football, I was centre mid, and that's when I fell in love with it even more. And that was like literally the back end of my football want to have career before I got into martial arts.
Okay.
Yeah, so midfield, man. It's like,
So midfield.
I was always up front. And then,
Central.
yeah, and when I found central, I was chopper. Used to chop people out.
You still play?
No,
You ain't played in years.
I ain't played since I started martial arts. So it's like 16 years, man.
But after the football, you went to become a lifeguard.
So I was playing football. I was always playing football, and so I kind of jumped around a bit in the conversation we're having, but my sporting working environment was literally
Health and fitness.
I ended up working in Brixton Recreation Centre. That was my first job as a working in the leisure, where I'm providing leisure to people. That's what I was like.
What does that mean?
Meaning that when me and one of my best mates who passed away a couple of months ago, we got into leisure, working in leisure. In my head, yeah, we're going to be playing football all day and playing basketball and we're going to be having fun. In my head, yeah, that's why I'm getting to leisure. But then when I got into leisure, I'm providing the leisure environment for people.
I see.
So I'm setting up trampoline and setting up football, setting up this. So I'm watching leisure. I was like, what the hell? But I loved it anyway. And then, just got qualified as a lifeguard, got qualified as a gym instructor and all that stuff. And then, just loved it, man. And then just helped the kids through my love of nurturing and helping people, you know what I'm saying?
I read up about you, actually, because you used to take in people that were troubled at one point, but I think that was towards your MMA career more. Yeah,
so I've got a bit of, so I was always kind of a community type of person. Mm-hmm. So when I used to work in Brixton Rec, literally kids weren't allowed in there unless they're doing an activity. Okay. And so the kids used to break in and run around in the rifle range and run around on the bowling green downstairs and stuff like that. So and the older members of the team were getting kind of fed up with them, but I love the chase. I used to chase. So I used to chase them around the legislature and rough them up a bit, but with love. You know what I'm saying? And even till today, like sometimes I see some of these the big youths, them walking around the street, or big men. And like, yeah, Jay, yeah, I was saying, I'm looking at them, yeah, I was saying, bro, yeah, you used to chase me when I was a kid. Yeah,
they respect you. They hear
it's
you
all,
up when they
it's
see
all
you.
love, man. It's all love,
yeah,
man.
100%.
Because sometimes everyone needed that little chase and that little.
Showed you kid.
Yeah. So, but before I used to bring kids in anyway, I used to teach them football at the recreation centre, roller disco, let them run around in these. I can't remember what it used to be called now. The soft play, yeah.
Okay.
Soft play, but they can run around and have a game. So I used to bring them in and sneak them in because the members, our staff didn't want them kids in there unless there was pain.
In Brixton?
Yeah, that's how it was, man.
So they didn't want the Brixton kids in Brixton Recreation Centre?
Yeah, it's like that. Yeah.
I get that still.
Yeah.
Man grew up in an area that's a bit off key, but the kids, children are children, man. You got to give them opportunity, man. Sometimes you just got to bite your tongue because you never know what they're going to become, you know. Sometimes you just got to be patient, especially when you are in that type of field.
Yeah, because when I grew up, leisure was just fun. Because I grew up in Birmingham, like I was saying.
You grew up in Birmingham?
Yeah, somewhere Brummy, mate.
Well, you didn't say that.
Yeah, because we ended up talking about other stuff.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah.
You grew up in Birmingham. So when did you come to Brixton?
So I came to Brixton at the age of just turned 16. So I just left school.
Did you come with a Birmingham accent?
I had a beautiful Birmingham accent.
Wow.
And the girls them loved it.
It's gone though.
The girls them loved it.
It's gone though.
It comes back a little bit. I try not to lose it, man. I try not to lose it.
Do you prefer Birmingham to London?
I wouldn't want to live there.
Why?
Because I find it boring.
Okay.
My family's there, so that's fun, and going out and stuff like that. But because I've had my childhood in Birmingham, and then my adulthood in London.
Yeah.
I know I'm more of a Londoner, as in I know what I want to do, go here, go there, and all that stuff. It's just when I'm at Birmingham, unless I'm not around my family, I'm bored. I'm just sitting there and chilling.
Why the relocation?
My mum got married to a Londoner, so
I see.
yeah. So my mum got married to a Londoner, and then she said, "Yeah, you're moving to London," and I was like, "Well, I don't want to move to London." Because I'm just left school. I got my friends there, and then I always tell my mum, she gets upset about this.
Oh, no.
I said, "Yeah, you kidnapped me and brought me to London." So now my mum's back in Birmingham. So I'm not. So it's just me and my big sister up here.
So I'm fly by.
Yeah, so literally, yeah. So I always say, "You kidnapped me." So but she gets upset. It's a tease thing. Yeah, man. Because I was on the bus. In Birmingham, travelled in to town to jump on the train to come to London, and so I'm on the bus, vexed. My mum's on the bus with my stepdad. I'm vexed, and the doors just closing, opening. Next stop, closing, opening. I'm just looking at the door, and my mum's looking at me. I'm looking at the door. I'm looking at me. And the door opened. I jumped off the bus and ran. Oh. And my mum sat there like, okay.
Just let you be.
Okay.
She let you be.
I ran back to my old house, and then they left me there for the whole summer by myself. So my mum.
And what did that teach you?
That my mum's gonna beat me when she comes back.
Yeah, but she left you for a reason, right?
She left me. She was vexed, but she left me.
But she knew that you was eager to go there. There was no stopping you, really. You had to get out.
You know, parents don't like embarrassment, so she wasn't going to jump up and run and chase me down like that. You know, so she just sat there like she didn't even know me. So okay,
not all parents.
I know. Yeah,
I'd have got chased.
Yeah, but she was like, okay, and then I remember. So I spent the whole summer just enjoying myself, but I had no dough.
How did you survive then?
Friends, hustle, neighbours, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's back in the day when we was kids, when you can go to your friend's house and come here, Jay, and they're not even in, and the mum will give you food and stuff like that. Our doors was open. That's how we grew up. My doors were open. That's how we grew up. Yeah, you understand? And it's a shame that our kids are not actually experiencing that, where you can just run into your cousins or your friend's house, just randomly just go in there, where everyone's scared to have kids in your house now. You understand? We didn't have that as a kid. Or me in Birmingham as a kid, man. We had a childhood. Our kids ain't got. This is what I'm trying to say. Our kids need they need the childhood. Yeah, we had it. I had it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Same. You see big people down the street, you behaving yourself. You understand? We had that. We had fun. We had swing building fun out of sticks, playing marbles, stuff like that. Little things what kids have never. You give kids marbles now. I don't think what you doing.
Times have changed though, bro.
Of course.
Like, I can't want to say the world's dangerous because the world's always been dangerous.
The world's
bro.
always been dangerous.
You know
It's just been disguised.
It's been this. That's what it is. The veil's been lifted.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's in our faces now. But yeah, the children need a childhood. But you can still give them a childhood, the best of your ability. Still, like.
Meaning a child. When I say child, because they're trying to make our kids adults.
Early.
They're trying to make our kids adults.
I hear that.
Kids need to be kids. They need to express themselves without being judged. You understand? Let them live, let them learn, let them make mistakes without being pointed at and condemned. You understand? They're making our kids be adults at an age of like 10, 8.
I know.
Telling them that you can change your whole, even changing your sex at a 3-year-old and stuff like that. Let them be kids, man. Let that girl be a tomboy or something like that.
Yeah.
And then she'll grow up to be whatever she wants to be.
But it's the foundations at home as well, innit? They got to make sure that's right before anything else.
But you got society. You got society as well, man. You got your kids at home, and then society's telling you that you're not growing your kid properly.
Society can't tell me that.
No, it's not that society can't tell you that. But then when you send them out, into school for 8 hours and stuff like that, then that's when they're poisoning and giving the information to your kids, and then your kids are questioning you.
You're right.
So you know what I'm saying.
But they come back, I got to reaffirm it again every day.
It's the village mentality.
Every day is reaffirmed. Second you think I forgot, I'm back again, bro. But let's keep it stepping.
Let's keep it going. Yeah,
yo, Mr. MMA. Let's get into your MMA career, my bro. Yeah, that's what I wanna get that into the juicy bits about that, my bro. First off, I'm gonna say I love your slogan that you had running with it. Was it
hands up, guns down?
Hands up, guns down.
Hands up, guns down.
That was like your pitch, innit, towards the troubled youth and brought them into MMA.
Because I always thought, because I've always been against gun crime, knife crime and stuff like that. I've always tried to get the kids to change their mindset on ramping on the street, getting arrested, going to jail, stuff like that. There's, do something with your lives, man. So I've always done that through my leisure industry working, and literally when I got into MMA, it was kind of an accident how I got into MMA. But when I got into MMA, in my head I've always said, if I was ever famous, if I was ever in front of the cameras or stuff like that, I would talk about the injustice of the world on our community. I would tell these kids, come on, man, let's grow up, let's fix up.
What made you get into MMA? Sorry, just
it's all right. My cousin was getting me into it by going to the shows, and my cousin Johnny.
Going to fights?
Going to cage fight and watching them. Cause he used to make jewellery and stuff like that, so he was selling jewellery and stuff.
Okay.
So my little cousin got me into it and watching it. And then my other friend named Marvin, he was always telling me to come watch it, come train. I was like, nah, man, I'm not rolling around with no naked man on no floor. I ain't doing that, bro. And for months he was telling me to get into it, and then I got banned from football.
Oh.
Yeah, someone tried it, so I just
switched it up.
Yeah, and so I was banned, and then they caught me in that 1 week where I was banned. I went down there, and then I just fell in love with it. I just opened the door, saw about 40 man grappling, rolling on some dirty mats in a hall, other man punching up this, other man punching up that. I even know what was going on. I was like,
you just fell in love.
I want that. I want some of that.
The adrenaline pumps.
I want some of that. I want some of that. Yeah. And I got in there, and then from then, 15, 20 years later, I'm loving it. Still.
How tall are you?
6'1".
And what's your reach?
I can't remember. It's long enough to punch someone. Long enough to reach someone. Yeah.
You was light heavyweight, right?
No. So I fought middleweight, light heavy. In India, so I fought light heavy once in India. Middleweight, welterweight, and lightweight. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's 70 kg, boy.
Oh, you get on
from Nye. Just transitioning and just checking out different levels because I didn't realise people was cutting weight. When I first got into MMA, I wasn't educated on what to do and what best to do. In my mind, it was like, I want to fight the best at all times, because that's what I thought you're supposed to do. And and just don't cut. I didn't know about cutting weight. You have men, just say they're fighting at 82, but they're normally 96 or 100 and something. So they're cutting weight. I didn't know about all this stuff. This is why you needed a good team around you. I didn't have that in my early days. You understand?
Knowledge, innit? Knowledge.
Yeah. I didn't know none of this stuff. Yeah. Only in the back end of my career I started realising what was going on. And but I used to just go there just to fight the best of all time. That's what I wanted. I didn't never ever wanted an easy fight. I couldn't see myself training for 12 weeks and fighting a bum. Someone I could just tear up without even training. And then run around the cage and scream to the world that I'm the best in the world. It doesn't make sense to me. I like a challenge. You understand?
Who was your biggest inspiration as MMA?
The only person that I like to watch. No, there's loads. But Anderson Silva was my favourite fighter. And when he was serious, Anderson Silva was my favourite fighter.
I think mine's John Jones. But
but if you're talking about now,
them elbows and knees.
Yeah, if you're talking about now, then I do love John. Yeah. I love I do love John. But from when I got into it was BJ Penn and Anderson Silva, man. Yeah.
Would you fight any of them?
I fight anybody. I don't care about who you are. I fight anybody. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter. Yeah. But
who's been your best fight in your career? So let's talk about your career. How much wins did you have in your career? How much losses? How much draws? How much wins by knockouts?
Oh, mate, I can't remember my record off my head, but I've lost a few, won many, never draw. I don't think I've ever had a draw. I've been knocked out. I've knocked out people, but
who's your hardest fight then?
I was just about to say, some people think your losses are some of your hardest fights, and they're not really. I had one crazy back and forth fight against Edgerson Lua. Edgerson Lua, he's more of a jiu-jitsu type of black belt type of guy, and so he's more of a grappler submission type of guy. Where my style is more of a striker, knock you out, go to sleep type of guy. Yeah. Me,
I saw that.
But I can still do jits and stuff, but. Yeah, it was a back and forth fight. He was strong like a silverback. Strong grip.
You won that though.
Yeah. I won that. For me, when I analysed that fight, he was doing too much jiu-jitsu. He was trying to look for the submission all the time instead of just ground and pound. If the ability, if the time is there for you to strike and to hit me, but he weren't doing it. So he was trying to. He had me in a lock for just under or over a minute in a rear naked choke, they'll call it. Yeah, but yeah, you have to watch it, man.
That fight you had with Ross Poynton,
yeah.
Boy, that knee.
Yeah, Ross Poynton. Yeah,
that knee was a bit mad still.
That was a good fly knee.
That was a mad knee still. Caught me off guard, proper.
Yeah.
Are you friends with any of the people that you? Like, because they say once you fight someone, you get to know, you really know who they are.
Yeah, there's only a couple of them, maybe, probably what, out of everyone I fought, probably one or two, probably about two, where it was like proper, I'm going to kill you and kill your family type of thing.
Like that?
Yeah.
It gets personal.
Sometimes it does, yeah. There's a lot of bitches and bitching in everyone thinks it's a manly thing. It's not. This is why I always thought that you fought the best at all times, but a lot of them don't do that. They have padded records where they're fighting bums and they're 10-0, 15-0. Could they fought bums? Could they can sell tickets and stuff like that? So you look at their record, and
good.
Yeah, he looks amazing. And then when they fight someone at a level that you're on or above, then they get found out. And these are the things that I didn't know. I thought you just fight the best all time. So I'm in my school.
So you're going in the naive a bit.
Yeah, of course I did. I went in there like I was at school. Yeah, I'm saying you fight the best at all times. You know what I'm saying? I was never a bully, but I want to fight the best. If I'm fighting, I want to fight the best. Who's the hardest in year one? Who's the hardest in year two? Who's the hardest at that school? Who's the hardest at that school? That was my mentality. That's why I thought fighting was about, but it's not. It's not. It's a disguise. It's a disguise. Just like boxing is a disguise.
It's just everything's then. If you're MMA, retired MMA fighter saying that means everything is then. Literally.
It's a disguise, man. When do you see the boxers fighting the best?
I know. Yeah.
When do you see like Dylan and AJ should have fought about 3 or 4 times already. Wow. Wilder and them man should have fought 3 or 4 times already. You understand?
For real.
These guys don't fight the best. Same with the MMA.
Do you rate Israel?
I love him, man. I just feel that he got complacent on his last fight. Yeah. He's kept his back against the cage, and when he get against that big boy, you see how big he was compared to him.
Yeah, he had definitely more muscles and weight on him. Yeah.
So he cut a lot of weight to get down to where he needed to get to. But yeah, man, yeah. Go on.
So I'm gonna ask you, what's your worst fight of all time then?
Mine?
Yeah, yours.
There's none.
None?
No.
Okay.
Because
I meant in the sense where you could have done better for yourself.
Oh, all fights, even fights that I've won.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, I think
you might have been going through something at a specific time. And
you go through stuff all the time.
Okay.
Every day. Once you sign the contract, there's no excuses. If you lose, you lose. If you win, you win. There's no excuses. You sign the contract, so you get to your weight, you get into the cage. It's not like I've been every fight I've gone in I'm 100%. I'm not. No fight is normally 100% when they get into the cage. They're either coming through from an injury.
Yeah.
Not telling no one, because
people judge you, innit?
You don't want to give excuses. You want to go in there and fight. I've gone in there with a broken rib, but not said nothing. I've gone in there and mashed up, and my thumb's been mashed up and not said nothing. All fighters go for it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
It's weird you saying that because when a fighter does say they're injured, they get mocked.
Yeah.
Like David Hay on the toe and that.
Yeah, and but I don't know about the toe thing, but yeah.
You think that's a full excuse, yeah? Man, just
you know what? It could be true because that's why I stopped playing football, because football is more dangerous than MMA. People don't realise this.
What?
Football for me, football was more dangerous.
Why?
I had more injuries playing football than the fighting.
You know what? It's weird. Boxers say that actually. That different fighters say that. Sorry.
I had more injuries playing football than fighting. I've never broken any bones in my fighting career.
Mad.
I've had a couple of broken ribs through training, not fighting.
Mad.
I've never had a black eye in a fight, but in training I have.
That's the real stuff, innit? That's where it gets down.
Yeah, because in training, you need to train to fight. You need to train like you're fighting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not worth saying I want to be a football player and all you do is swim. You understand?
No, I hear that.
You can't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? So, it looks brutal, of course it does. But I've always told everyone, even look, MMA, mixed martial arts, is a safer sport than boxing.
I can agree.
And people are like, well, no, it's not. Yes, it is. Boxing, their one MO is just to give you brain damage.
Yeah.
In mixed martial arts, I can submit you. I can strike you to the referee jumps in because you're not defending yourself. I can give you one blow and then you're out the game. So there's different ways of winning.
There's different fights as well, innit? There's men that mastered grapple.
Yeah, grappling, wrestling, jiu-jitsu. Yeah, definitely, man.
Sir, I don't know if you know anybody. Do you know anyone that threw a fight for fees? Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Okay, cool. Is that like regular in the MMA world? They just throw their things.
This is why I kind of fell out of love with the martial arts game and the UFC. UFC. You got me saying it, but even UFC. But this is why, because what I was saying when I said UFC destroyed MMA, they monopolized the whole MMA market, where when people see mixed martial arts, they think UFC. When there were so many different organizations around the world where you could, if UFC's not paying me good money, I can go to Strikeforce.
But they blew
I can
it up,
go
though,
here.
innit? They blew it up though.
Yeah, but they will blow it up if you monopolize. If you take all your competitors away, and that's your job is to blow it up, you're going to blow it up. But it would have blown up anyway. And even better for me, if they had competitors, but they ain't. There's no one. There's like two or three other big shows out there.
No, you're right. Because when I watch other MMA organizations, there's definitely levels to this. UFC is definitely levels above.
I think only by
production.
production wise.
Yeah, production.
Only by production wise. There are great fighters outside the UFC, and sometimes it's who you know to get into there. You know what I'm saying? But just because you're in UFC doesn't mean that you're getting paid the money that you should be getting paid as well. So people have to realise that just because you're at the top organisation doesn't mean that you're getting treated right. Doesn't mean that you're getting paid right. Doesn't mean that you're getting looked after right. You understand? It's just a label. Just because you've got a label, you're wearing your Balenciaga. Doesn't mean that it's been made right. You understand? And it represents you as a person. You understand? So that's why I don't never wear that stuff anyway. But yeah.
At your peak, Pain, what is the routine for a professional MMA fighter? What's the routine? Like what's the eating diet? How much hours you train a day? What type of training are you doing? Obviously, it varies, but just run through me a week. Like on Monday, you're doing this.
Like I said, like you said, it varies, and literally all through my, majority of my time of my martial arts career, I was working 9 to 5, bro. I had no time to train.
Everyone says that, you know.
I was working 9 to 5, bro. So I'm not 9 to 5, but I was working. So I can probably train 3 times a week for 1 hour or 2 hours. That was especially at the beginning, and then the rest I'm working. I'm living my life. I'm a family man and all that stuff. And then once you start, because there's no money in it when I was doing it. There's no money in it.
So just for the pure love.
I did for the love. I didn't do it for the money. I didn't do none of this stuff for the money. And then, but yeah. So there was literally, you just fit it in, and it's what you do outside of your training, meaning, all right, you go 2 classes a week with your coach and stuff like that. But what are you doing else? Are you running? Are you swimming? Are you conditioning? Yeah. And these are the things what counts more than sometimes what you're doing with your coach. You know what I'm saying? But when I decided to actually put more time into it, when I was able to, when I had more cash in my back pocket and stuff like that, I was training like 3 hours a day, or sometimes 6 hours a day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was like that, man.
That's a lot.
2 hours in the morning. So I do a 10k run, then in the morning, or I do a 10k run, go jiu-jitsu, go Muay Thai, and do a swim. You understand?
But if that's your lifestyle, is what it is at the time.
It's
normal.
It was just natural. It was like.
But doing it now, would you struggle with it?
What now today?
Yeah.
I wouldn't struggle. Yeah. I belong to the streets. Because I haven't been training for the last 4 or 5 years. So I love teaching. I'm a personal trainer. I love teaching martial arts. I love giving empowerment to women, because most of my clients are women. I love teaching them self-defense, fitness, something different, young kids, men, whatever. So it's fun, man.
I like the fact that you said you teach women self-defense. I had a theory once. I think even in schools, they should make that mandatory.
This is what we was trying to do.
They should make that mandatory.
This is what the UK MMA world was trying to do, and my team and the promoters, Dave O'Donnell, we was trying to educate the actual community, and not just community, the government, that we need to bring self-defense and martial arts into schools.
100%.
It brings discipline.
It's needed.
It brings discipline.
I was saying that because there's no honor.
So much discipline.
There's no honor with fighting with weapons if you know how to fight.
Or
defend yourself. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Just imagine all the young kids knew that I can handle myself. And then he's a black belt. Oh, he's a black belt.
Exactly.
There won't hardly be any fights, you know.
I know.
But it's not just that. It's just that because you've trained so much, you don't even want to be scrapping. Yeah. You're scrapping through training. Yeah. And then you come off the bus, or you're coming home, and you don't want to cause no trouble. You're just cool, calm, and collective, man.
It's discipline.
But it's a discipline thing. And it is a discipline thing. It just brings it. Definitely. And all schools should teach kids this stuff. Yeah,
mandatory.
Every kid should have a background in something, in either jiu-jitsu, in grappling, in wrestling, in something, man. Definitely. And I always try to encourage any woman to get into some form of martial arts.
I agree.
Just for even for self-defense purposes.
I agree with you, bro. It's very needed in this day and age. In all day and age.
In all day and age, man.
I know. I was
definitely.
gonna, you know how to deep it. Like, it's normal. It should be normal. The fact that we had to, bro. This society we live in is a bit mad. Even the fact that we got something called work out of work. You put work in the gym. It's psychologically mad. That's what I'm saying. But my bro, obviously because you had a career in MMA, it must take its toll, wouldn't it, on your body? No?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. I was lucky enough not to have too much injuries and have cauliflower ears and stuff like that. Oh man.
What do you call it? What? You get that through boxing the ears all the time?
You can get boxed, you can get kneed, you can get even just by getting rubbed hard through wrestling and stuff like that. It was a boop. Yeah, and I said to myself, if I ever had that,
it don't go back, does it?
I'm retiring. I'm not doing this shit. And I've never had it. My cousin had it. I see other fighters got it. It's ugly. He looks ugly, man. He looks ugly.
Man called it cauliflower ear.
Cauliflower ear, bro. You Google that. You Google cauliflower ears and you see pictures of that stuff, man.
Do you have any injuries that you're still suffering from now because of MMA? I don't know, like a finger that's just a bit off.
I literally broke my hand out of literally for I had to smack up someone else. I'm trying to. How can I say this? I had to smack 3 boys.
Altercation.
Yeah, I didn't want to promote that because I don't really promote that. But yeah, I had to
happens out here, man.
I had to smack up 3 boys. One in Brixton one time, and I got pushed into some bikes that was parked like on the floor.
Yeah,
I broke my hand. I didn't even realise.
Oh.
Until after that, of course.
The adrenaline was rushing through, yeah?
Yeah, but I didn't use that. I didn't use my left hand. It was just my right hand. I sent them all to sleep with my right hand.
That's probably why your body said, yo, this is out of function.
But I fell. I think I landed on my left. But I don't know. I just don't know how I broke it. But then the next day I tried to. Yeah, it's broken, man. It was just, yeah. But no, I don't know. What was the question again? I kind of.
I said, how, do you have any long-term injuries?
Nah. I've just had injuries. I think as age is coming up, it must be, man, because I'm tough, man. I think none.
When you lost fights,
oh yeah,
who did you turn to for support? Because I think losing a fight is more of a mental thing. Because I feel like you might have lost a fight before the fight started, before you lost the actual physical fight.
People say that, but I've never experienced it. I just lost the fight through losing the fight, and sometimes it's preparation. It's you did something wrong in the fight and stuff like that. But I don't believe in all that stare down shit. And you lost the fight and all that crap. Fuck all that. Well, for me, yes, some people can do that. Some people can lose a fight from the stare down. Yeah, but I've never experienced that. I just lost the fight because I lost the fight. But yeah, when I did lose a fight, I just lock up. My phone's off for about a week.
Oh, just to no energies around.
Just to depress, just to
process it all. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Boom. Back in the gym. Let's start again. Move on.
That's what I said. Who you turn to? Because if you turn your phones off for a week, that's a bit of a.
No, I don't. No, it's not. I'm crying in the pillow thing. It's just all right. I lost the fight. All right, bang. The world needs to leave me. I'm living now. I got my son. I got a house. I got bills. I'm doing my thing.
You don't want to stop.
I don't need to cry about it. I've just all right. I've lost that fight. I understand how I lost it. Boom, boom, boom. It's not that deep. I will learn through training and back with my team and what I need to do better, of course. You will always try to analyse how you lost and stuff, and then you grow and you move on, man. I don't take it too personal, man. I don't.
That's good. What's your favourite fight movie?
I love On Back. On Back 1, On Back 2, On Back 3.
Old school thing.
Old school stuff. Amazing. Yeah, especially On Back 3 when they've gone back into time. and literally they're breaking down certain moves and certain styles and stuff. But Ombak One was amazing when he's running through Bangkok and that scene, because I kind of experienced the scene. I kind of experienced that. I watched Ombak One when he's getting chased through Thailand, through Bangkok, and I've experienced that. I've experienced that, and he's like, oh shit. I didn't do all the jumping through hoops and stuff, but I kind of experienced that like that. It's nuts.
In your career, was you more in Thailand than you was in the UK, or was there a balance?
No, it was more in the UK, but I travelled a lot to go over there and train and stuff like that. So I've trained in Thailand. I've taught martial arts in India. I've fought in America. I've fought in India as well. I've brought fighters out into Romania, into Denmark, into Sweden to compete in shows and stuff. Yes, it's taken me around. I've fought in Dominican Republic. Oh, that was crazy over there as well. Dominican stories out there.
Boy, the story of Dominican Republic alone is mad. So whatever you're gonna say now, is it from that story, the division story, to how you're fighting?
No, I'm just to say, I'm just trying to. There's some stories over there I can't even say on there, man. Right. Yeah, but
look up in your memoirs.
One of the guys, we all went out to the Pavella, to a nightclub where we were allowed to go out. They told us we had to stay in the hotel and stuff, and then but one of us never came back.
Oh,
yeah.
What do you never came back?
He never come back.
So now?
No, he's back now. Yeah, but he ended up in a wheelchair.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Okay.
Mad.
Might leave that one for off air.
Yeah, mad. End up in a wheelchair. I don't think he would listen to the pod, so I could really say it. But
God, I waited now. You started it. You started. You said chapter 1.
All right, quick one. We weren't allowed to leave the hotel because we had a big show on where everyone flew out from around the world to compete. And then the guy's in this beautiful hotel, man. This beautiful hotel. It's got Ministry of Sound venue inside the hotel. But we literally a group of us snuck out.
Bad boys.
Went to the Pavellas, the ravers, the people them, and it was the proper people them, and it was like. It was not, but we all stood out, man. We all stood out.
So far.
Yeah, you got me, and then you got a Turkish-looking guy, and then you got a man who looks like Phil Mitchell, and then you got
Brady Bunch.
Yeah, and then it was about 5 of us. We all just looked. We stood out. They knew we was out. We went from the hood.
JC. Yeah. Just come.
And then literally. He was a ram, the place was a ram, and there's some beautiful girl I saw. I was like, oh my God, that's me, that's a bit of me, man. And then I tried to talk to her. She was like, no, man, you're gangster, you're gangster. I said, what? No, come. Trying to say, come. No, are you a gangster? I said, whatever, man. But I just enjoyed my night because I was just happy to be out with the locals and enjoy myself. But 2-2's, one of the guys that disappeared was that Ching. And
well, the one I said you're 2 gangster.
Yeah, she was like one of the best looking women in the world. He was, and then
So how did he end up in the wheelchair, bro? That's hard to know. How did he leave walking with his 2 feet and come back in the wheelchair?
Still has never told us the true story and how he ended up in the wheelchair. Yeah. But
mad conspiracy.
He left with that. I think he got robbed. He got robbed. He said he remembers sitting on the bed and had a drink. Yeah. But how did you end up in a wheelchair? He was in a wheelchair, bro.
Even till now?
No, not till now. But but for. He was injured, but he wouldn't tell us. And and at the time, I was competing. I was in training for multiple fights. I didn't really. Cool, it happened. Okay, whatever. Boom, and then flew back to England, and still
Still say shit.
Still today.
That must have went down.
Yeah, I've always wondered that shit, man. But anyway,
You can't tell you.
that's one just crazy little thing. That's the one crazy.
Sorry. To be a great fighter, my bro, do you think a level of intelligence has to be there? Like, you got to be really intelligent to be a great fighter.
Not really intelligent, but fight intelligence.
Fight intelligence.
Yeah, fight intelligence. Yeah, and understand and take. Just because you got your team, so sometimes your team are telling you certain things to do, so you have to understand these things. You have to learn all these styles. You have to learn your boxing style, your striking style, your Muay Thai style, your grappling, your jiu-jitsu, your wrestling, new moves and what people are creating, and remember these things and understand these things. It's an IQ type of thing. Understand these things when you're in this situation. Because a lot of training, a lot of not styles. A lot of
people do create their own styles, though. They adapt to put a lot of styles together.
Yeah. 100%. I did that.
And you won't know. You won't know what they're doing there.
Yeah. Sometimes you're put in a situation and then, this move can do this and boom, boom, boom. Sometimes you just create things off the cuff when you're grappling, your back's against the cage and you're getting tumped up. Something comes out of you where you just pull something off. You know what I'm saying? But you have to remember certain ways and understand how the body moves and how you can manipulate joints and stuff just to get the one up on the person, man. It's always a moving and it's always a moving
cogs.
Yeah, moving the cogs, but I'm not really going to say that. But it's it's always a learning curve. You're always learning in martial art. Always learning. It's always evolving. Yeah, definitely, man.
I think so, because you can only learn from others, right? So you might see something that you've never seen, then boom, you want to adapt that into your fighting style now.
100%.
So
100%.
And traveling is to see, really, isn't it?
Traveling, watching, even look. YouTube's a funny old world, man. But you can learn.
Everyone's best friend.
Yeah, you can even learn. You can learn certain things and bring it into the gym and practice with your teammates and practice certain stuff, certain drills, and actually learn some stuff. Watch a fight and say, "Oh, okay." And once you start doing jiu-jitsu, MMA, and you watch UFC again or MMA fight. You appreciate it more. You appreciate it more. You say, look, a butterfly. He's gonna get a butterfly. Okay, he's gonna get a triangle, or he's gonna get an armbar coming. So you can start seeing the pattern of what the setups are gonna be. You understand? And that's the enjoyment. That's when I started enjoying martial arts more. When UFC more or MMA more, watching it. When I started doing, especially when I started doing jiu-jitsu. When I can understand the grappling side of it, understand the setups. Because jiu-jitsu is amazing, man. And most times you fight and you end up on the floor. People don't realise that. No. Sometimes you get someone in the head, like get on the floor. Boom, that's jiu-jitsu. And what you're going to do, what else are you going to do? You understand? Yeah, definitely, man. But, yeah, man. I would recommend every kid or person to learn, especially do jiu-jitsu.
Mr. Pain, ex-MMA fighter, is saying the best fighting art is...
Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu for me.
He threw that in there.
Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu. Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu, man. Oh, God, I love striking because that's the art. You start standing up. But, yeah, Jiu-Jitsu is great because when you're grappling, hands-on, stuff like that. Gi, no gi. Yeah, definitely.
All right, I'm going to wrap this MMA section up, but do you have any regrets or anything you'd have done different if you had a second chance at it?
If I had a second chance in my career, I wouldn't have been a teacher and a fighter at the same time.
So you just been a fighter one time?
I would have been selfish. I kind of sacrificed my career through my team by teaching and being a teacher and being a student at the same time, and you can't really do that and be 100% successful. Yeah, you can't really do that. You need to be the student at all times to actually be a great fighter, and then maybe coming to the back end of your career when you kind of settling down, then you can start being that teacher. But I was literally thrown in the deep end to be a teacher of the sport when I was still a student You know what I'm saying? So I kind of sacrifice a lot of my selfish time because MMA is a selfish sport, and a lot of people don't realize that. Once you're in that cage, you're by yourself. And I used to tell all my students, I don't care about what problems you got home. I don't care if your girl's cheating on you. I don't care if your mum's dying of any form of illness, because once you as an individual decide to step into a cage,
know what you're doing.
Yeah, and the cage door shuts, and the referee says, "Are you ready?" You have to make sure you're ready, and you have no excuses. You have no excuses when your back's against the cage. A man's standing above you, throwing strikes on you. Your girlfriend, who's upset that you didn't sit down and watch Coronation Street, was she ain't helping you. Yeah, your sick mother who you're worried about, she can't help you. Your friends in the pub who are saying, "Oh, I never see you, man. Come have a drink." They can't help you. Yeah, when your son or your daughter they want you to read a book. I know it's a selfish sport. They can't help you. They can't. So sometimes you have to sacrifice some time away from your loved ones, your friends, your family, if this is what you want to do and be successful. And it's horrible to say this stuff, but you do lose a lot of family and friends and important times when entering into this sport.
I hear that, bro. But that's I think if a lot of things, if you want to be successful, it is that mentality.
100%. 100%.
Anything really.
100%, man.
I think you emphasised on it because just to let people know, it is blood, sweat, and tears. Literally,
it is.
It's not a joke.
Yeah.
Before we leave this MMA section, did you try to become a stunt?
Go on.
Fight choreographer at one point?
I done that.
Yeah,
I did do that.
Any movies?
I can't remember what the movie's called. I got pushed. Mate, I forgot about that. So I did. I can't remember the bloody film.
How long ago was it? Because I was digging. To be fair, I was digging. Still,
what was it called? It was a fight scene where a band was fighting each another, and one of them got thrown into the crowd, and all the crowds kicking off and stuff like that. So it was called. What was it called? It was like I can't remember the name. Yeah, I did that, man. It was fun. It was actually fun. It was fun.
How long did you do it for?
That was man. I forgot that was that side.
Blast from the past, huh?
It was, yeah. No, it was one or two movies I did. And that's all.
Can we check the movies out?
the movies there. It's on. You can probably get it on. I can't remember the name of the damn film. Where did you find that?
On the web, man. I was looking everything up. I just saw you as a stunt actor,
coordinator. Yeah,
like, choreographer.
Yeah. So I did that. I can't remember the name of the film.
No problem, bro. Just let me know after.
Yeah, it'll probably come into me. But so one story as well before if we're gonna leave this martial arts part. Yeah. One of my favourite fights. I don't think you asked me.
I
that.
did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Favourite?
Yeah. I said, what's your favourite fight? Then I'll ask you what's the worst after.
Yeah, so my favourite fight was no, you said hardest.
That's the hardest?
There's a difference.
Most difficult fight, yeah, I did say that.
Yeah, there's a difference. Right. But one of my...
You said Edgerton, yeah?
Edgerton Lua. Edgerton Lua, a very beautiful person as well, very nice guy, very humble. I've met him before we fought, and we met after, and he's a wonderful person. But one of my favourite fights was I had to smack up one of my students.
What?
Yeah.
You had to smack up one of your students? That was your favourite fight?
Yeah, he kind of, it was an upsetting fight, but yeah, he signed a contract to fight me, and we was fighting for the K1 belt. And
what's his name?
Jordan Wright.
Jordan Wright, okay.
And it was a back and forth fight, and my coach I was looking to go and knock him out in like 30 seconds. But my coach said, no, Jay, you're going to slow it down and you're going to beat him up for 3 rounds. And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, man. Because
you're a student.
You're still going to get punched as well. So why do you want to go there and get punched as well? So you're still getting hit. But he said, no, Jay, you're going to punish him. You're going to chop him for 3 rounds. And it was a fun fight, and that's what happened, man. And he was one of my favourite students as well. That's the mad thing about it. He was one of my favourite students. And then he left, he left me without talking, without saying anything. That's fine. It is what it is.
He felt in a way about it.
But then the promoter goes, yeah, Jay, Jordan, look, he wants to fight you. I said, who? Jordan who? Jordan, what? I said, what? So from then, he was dead to me.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, that was a bit of a political, mad fight. Mad fight.
Mad.
If anyone watch the videos and see it, it's nuts.
I'll definitely go look it up. Mr. Pain! Why'd you call yourself Mr. Pain? Who gave you that name, by the way?
Yeah, you don't give yourself nicknames. It's given to you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Say no more.
These are one of the things I used to tell some of my students. Don't get no.
Wait.
We give you your name.
What name? What name do they call themselves?
They call themselves stupidness. I said no. We will give you your name.
I'm the Punisher.
Yeah, stuff like that. No, yeah. I'm not going to call you Punisher. You're Punisher?
Yes.
No.
What is he? Freshy in the class?
Your name's what your spirit is, you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
And, literally, my name was, so I was fighting. And in the ring, Jermaine Facey, that's my name.
Yeah.
But then the promoter goes, Jay, I got this guy from North, I think it was North London or East London, wherever. Yeah, he's JMC. He's gonna wrap you in, all right? I'm like, yeah, cool, whatever, man, no problem, cool. So he wrapped me in as if like he was my, like he was all proper. Walked me into the cage while he's rapping his new song. Yeah, and it's actually a good song. I never heard of him before, and he looked good. He just looked good, like how we did it. And then afterwards, I must have broke up the boy, and then he goes, "Yeah, I'm gonna make you a dub plate." Yeah, cool, man, no worries. I've got 2 brothers who are musicians. Who are
you have 2 brothers, yeah?
Yeah, who are musicians into the music, are really great. Yeah. I'm still waiting for my dub plate from them. I am still waiting for my dub plate from my 2 blood brothers.
Hey, you got that footage, he said that to them, innit?
Yeah.
Send that to them still.
Yeah. My man, 3 weeks, boom. Here you go, Jay.
Yeah, the dub plate ready?
Yeah, Jermaine the Pain.
Oh!
That's how it was created.
Where's the power sign? Are you mad?
That's how it was created. I wish I still had it. I must have had this one CD, and then I gave it to the promoter. No, the guy, the engineer who was playing my music coming in. Yeah. Damn, the guy's lost it.
Oh, don't lie.
Yeah, he lost it. But
master files.
But
mad.
Yeah, but that's how Mr. Pain was actually born. The name Jermaine the Pain or Mr. Pain, and from then because I give the pain in it. But I love it, and that's how your name is kind of given to you through what you're doing and what you are and how you are. Yeah. It's like one of my guys one of the kids who used to come to the gym. I used to always forget his name, but he had a little tattoo on his eye. One of them tear tattoos, so I called him Tiny Tears. London knows him. Even till today, I always call him Tiny Tears. So people, and then there's Hussein the Snake.
Hussein the Snake.
Yeah, there's so everyone had their little. We give
alter ego. Alter ego kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah, so we give everyone little names and stuff like that. But it is what it is. Yeah.
You grew up. Your come up was before social media and stuff, man.
Sure.
When you said dub plate. I was like,
yeah.
Last time I heard the dub plate.
Dub plate, man. Come on. Yeah, I'm old school, man.
Yeah, old school, man. Mm-hmm. But let's talk about United to Change and Inspire.
Yeah, UKI. Yeah.
UKI.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
UKI.
It's what is it? Organisation.
So UKI was actually
Right, tell me how UK came about. First of all, what was the first day?
So UK came back when Patrick Hutchison, one of my friends who I've known from over 20 odd years.
Is he a founder as well?
Yeah, he's the man. He's the Michael Jackson of the group.
Okay,
so
yeah.
he's the one who picked up the ex-police officer who was getting his ass stamped out at one of these Black Lives Matter protests.
The Battle of Trafalgar, right?
The so-called Battle of Trafalgar, and anyone can name whatever you want to name. It's okay, and he got the iconic picture.
Yes.
What went around the world, and he's been actually so he's literally, his face has been around the world, and from that moment we created UKI off the back of it, just for all the guys who was part of it to actually what we love to do as an individual, to use that as a catalyst to trying to affect and change and make change through the love of whatever you do as an individual. As me, my area is always the community. I'm a community person.
You got 5 pillars, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it was I'm freestyling now. Yeah. Mine was community, police reform, prison reform. And
criminal justice.
That was my area.
Okay, yeah.
And then Patrick was more education.
Okay, yeah.
Chris was doing health, if I remember correctly.
And who done youth development?
That was Lee. That would have been Lee. But
can I pause you quickly?
Yeah.
You know what, bro? See that Battle of Trafalgar thing? I loved something you lot said.
Go on.
And I don't think a lot of people can even grasp that to today. You said we didn't save him. We saved him to protect our children.
Our children, that's right, yeah.
That is big, bro.
Yeah.
Can we just get that round of applause for a minute? Because I don't hear a lot of people even talking on those levels.
Because I'll just say after, I'm fast forwarding. So after all that happened, Patrick picked up the guy, took him to because the police weren't doing nothing. All the police were doing was filming all our kids incriminating ourselves, incriminating ourselves, brucking up a man, then enough killing him.
Yeah.
Patrick, so ended up getting him, and then we walked him over to the police officers, dropped him off because they were just standing watching, and then we moved on. We didn't even think nothing of it. We just moved off and carried on. But
someone got a picture.
Yeah, someone got a picture and then it just blew up and went crazy. But
that was a good thing you done, yeah, in a sense, because you're right, you are protecting our children, because they would have deframed the whole situation. It would have been
It would have been ex-police officer got murdered by Black Lives Matter people, etc. Protecting Churchill statue. That would have been the headlines. Not Patrick picking up the guy and doing what he did. Because like for me, I said to myself, I'm glad Patrick had it.
Sorry, say that again, please.
I said to myself, out of all of us, I think Patrick was the one who had the frame of mind to actually do that motion. I would have saved him.
I know,
but I wouldn't have picked him up over my fucking shoulder.
In that moment,
I would have grabbed the dirty boy at the back of his neck, squeezed him. Said, "Leave him alone. He's had enough. and marched him over to the police officer and dashed him. That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
But Pat, he just did some boom, 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 back shoulder, bang, in, out, boom, drop, gone. Let's go. It was like that.
In the midst of things.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Yeah, 100%. In my mind, I know I wouldn't have picked him up like that. It's not that it's a bad thing. I just wouldn't have lifted him up like that. I would have dragged him out. Yeah. And then like squeezing the back of his neck and like throw him over to the gathers. You know what I'm saying? But then literally the next 2 days was like nothing but interviews. Wow. And I was getting sick of it. And then the guy kept saying to me, "Yeah, but you saved his life," like that. And I was like, "No, I didn't save his life.
Patrick did it.
We weren't out here to save his life. We was out here to save the kids' future."
Oh, so they were trying to paint the narrative.
Yeah, like you saved his life. You saved. Don't you feel great? I said, "No, it's not about him. I don't care about him. It's about our kids. Because if he died, yeah, there would have been over 20 kids with a murder charge on them. So we saved their future. But people couldn't see. What they could see was a white man being saved by a black man.
But you see what? Those children that know what they did that day, they got hitting on that. They're going to know you saved their future as well. They will know. Like, maybe not today, but when you look back at certain situations in hindsight, you're like, you know what, bro? That man saved me. Like, you don't look at it when you're a kid, innit?
No, you don't.
I have a situation, where I done something mad when I was a youth, but the youth snitched on me. And because he snitched on me, it changed my life. Yeah. And I look back at it and be like, nah, man, you did save my life. You saved my life. So, in hindsight, it does look like that. To be faithful, I'm an adult. I can see it definitely. That's a good thing, my bro. So yeah, please continue. United to changing this.
Yeah. So from that, literally, we've been working, and we got blown up, and it was about we all agreed to actually. So we brought some other people in, and some left through just life and communications and what else. But
the logo is Patrick, isn't it?
The logo is Pat, and I told Pat he didn't like it. I said no. That's a Michael Jordan sign. Yeah. That is like a literal Michael Jordan sign. So why would you want to just? We want to make it up of different art. I don't even know. We went through so many different logos. I said no. That's the logo. There, that.
That's solid.
That. You know what I'm saying?
Self-explanatory as well.
And it shows anything. It shows help.
Yeah.
Someone's helping someone, so you can use that in any form of a life skill or life issue or just thinking about stuff. You know what I'm saying? Where you see another man or another woman helping somebody else or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? And so we use that, and we're trying to help other organisations who have been out here already doing the work, not getting the limelight, not getting the funding or anything like that, to actually be more and bigger in what they're doing, because we just came out of nowhere, and it's not like we've got 100 people behind us who are dealing with the criminal justice system, police brutality, education in schools. I'm trying to open up a youth centre, so kids who are getting kicked out of school can actually before going to a Peru or something like that, they can come to us. These are things we're trying to do. Dealing with trauma, health traumas, historical traumas that have happened through life and stuff like that are not getting looked at. It's only been like the last 2-3 years that black people actually are allowed to actually talk about trauma. Talk about I go to see, I speak to people, I have counselling, stuff like that. Normally we just get on with it. We don't speak about these things. For real. Mental health. That's not there's no mental health in.
You never hear black people going therapy, for real.
No. So now it's actually more of a okay issue to have and a situation to talk on. Where everyone else in the community, everyone else outside of our community, it's okay for them to have these issues, and yes, of course. I'm not saying
thick skin.
There you go. Just get on with it. Yeah, just get on with it.
Yeah. So what's the future for UTC?
For UK.
So I keep calling it UTC.
Yeah.
UK.
Yeah, everyone had troubles trying to say it, but it is what it is. It's UK.
Okay. Yep.
It's literally we want to have our own. Educational units where we can actually it's all about the kids first, but and that's what Patrick always says and Troy, but I like to always say it's for everybody, it's for adults as well, because even though we want to protect our kids and actually give them more of a help than anybody else, sometimes adults need that help as well. You understand?
Yeah,
so so just guys, just
a lot of adults need it. More adults need it than children.
100%. We're our kids' keepers. You know what I'm saying? But if you jump onto UK United Change and Inspire on Instagram, you can follow us, guys. Yep. And
what's it with the Instagram?
United to Change and Inspire. United to Change and Inspire.
One word. Okay.
Yeah.
So at United to Change and Inspire.
Yeah.
Oh, cool, man.
Yeah.
That's big things, bro.
Yeah. So there's more on it, but we would probably need another hour to speak on and most of the stuff that we want to do. But it was a crazy time. It was a crazy time
indeed. So the future for UK, my bro, do you see it being successful? Is it successful now? Would you say
it's successful now?
It's okay. I like the concept a lot. To be fair, I do like it. I like the way it begun. I like the way it came out of the mud. I like the logo. I like what it represents. I like the core ethos of it. I'm liking it, bro. To be fair, so. If I wanted to know more, what would I do? Well, how do I
jump on the website www.unitedchangeinspire.co.uk or Facebook. I think we got a Facebook. I'm not too sure, but I know we got Instagram anyway. And just send us an email if you need some help, or if you want to come in and help as well, and jump on board. And we got one of our guys who's at the backside of things, Troy Davis, will reply back to you ASAP.
Okay, what about Mr. Pain?
Yeah.
Mr. Pain.
What about me?
What's happening with Mr. Pain? Where do you see Mr. Pain in the next 5 years? Just in general, whether it's with your personal training at another level, whether you're coaching MMA guys again.
Nah, I retire from fighters.
Okay.
But yeah, yeah. Look, MMA's had 15 years of my life. I loved it. It took me around the world and stuff like that. I've met so many amazing and unamazing people, amazing and unamazing people. I love teaching. I love teaching. I'm a sports coach as well as a martial arts fighter. Depending on what sports you're doing, I'm really good at teaching people how to actually be better at that sport regarding fitness wise, agility wise type thing. But I'm comfortable where I'm at the moment. But definitely due to only because of this pandemic, what happened, I probably would have been living in a different country by now. But because the pandemic came, I'm not in a rush to travel. And that was my plan, was to literally be out of this country, living in a different country, training, teaching, working online. No. Because the pandemic is still around. I was never gonna be that guy who's ticking the boxes to help this pandemic to be 3,000 people travelled, and I'm going to be one of them 3,000.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just thought, I'm just going to sit down for a bit. I'm just going to sit down, see what's going on. Yeah, see how the world is actually, because the world's a bit upside down. It's leaning right now. It's trying to tilt back over to where people feel that the world is normal.
I feel the world was leaned before I was born. I feel like the veil was over it. Now I can see the lean clearly.
Yeah.
I don't think we can get it back unless we eradicate certain ideologies and mentalities in people.
But and that's the thing, and this is why I need to be home, and home is here right now where I'm at, and especially I'm not gonna jump and run away to the other side of the world when I've got a son. And I'm not at arm's reach for him, even though he's a big boy. But he's always going to be my responsibility at every given time, at every given second of the day. You understand?
For life.
And but maybe if the world wasn't, this pandemic never happened, I would have been out there. Even he would have been out there with me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. But I'm comfortable. I'm ready. I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable doing my trading, working with my clients, and
ladies, don't forget he does self-defense.
Teachers, yeah, definitely teaching women and men and boys and girls. But no, I ain't teach boys and girls no more. But as in young children and stuff like that.
But you're open.
But no, I'm not.
They're not open like that?
No.
They're not to anybody?
I'll direct them to, no, because I feel kids need to train with kids as well. So as a big group.
Collective,
yeah. And so I would direct them to gyms that I know who are really good, and who literally actually run their gym for kids as well. You know,
you got your demographic and your target market.
Yeah. I got my people who I've done the kids, I've done the teenagers, I've done the small ones. I'm just dealing with big people now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm comfortable with that. I'm happy with that. And it's good.
Oh, big up, my bro. It was a pleasure talking to you this morning, and I wish you well in your journeys, bro. One thing, so I forgot to add it about the UK. I love the slogan, "Everyone versus racism." I love that still. So I'd got to add it now because I forgot it.
And that was Patrick came up with that. Patrick said that one of his sisters mentioned that, and then in one of the interviews he mentioned that everyone against racism, and then it's got on our logo. And you know one thing as well, even just by saying that and bringing that up, I was walking out my house last night, yesterday, and I see Babylon. I saw police wagon parked up.
Outside your house?
Not outside my house, it's around the corner. And then literally, as I bust the corner, policeman got a white man on the floor with about 5 other police officers pinning him down and stuff. So, like, of course, man, got to document this stuff, and because you just don't know what they're up to. You understand? So I'm filming them, watching their behaviour. Instead of the woman concentrating on the job that she's got in hand, she goes, "Filming ain't gonna help you," and some stupidness like that.
To who?
To me, I got it on my video. I got it here. Yeah, so I had to tell her, "Yo, concentrate on your job. What you doing? Do your fucking job. Shut up." You understand? And then the other officers try to come to me and tell me to go away. I said, "No, I mean go away. Go away." I said, "Bruv, you need to stop shouting at me." "No, you're shouting." I said, "No, you're shouting." I was videoing this little twat. But he's like, and then another black guy come up to me. But what I'm trying to say, the black guy walked up behind me and saw it was a white man and walked away. I said, "No, bro." We need to document a film. Anytime the police are arresting anybody, you need to overlook and wait and make sure. If they're happy to do it to their own people, what do you think they're doing to us? You understand? So, just because he was a white guy on the floor, the black guy decided to walk away. I said, no. I'm not about that. It's all about everyone. You understand? And if everyone's helping everyone,
inclusive.
And then, yeah, man, come on.
I agree with that, bro. I think that is the bigger picture that a lot of people don't see right now. Because if you're inclusive, there's always if you're inclusive people, there's always factions as well in inclusivity. Do you know what I'm saying? Just like there is on the opposite side.
100%.
Man need to just start thinking a bit sharper than that, man.
100%.
So yeah, back to the slogan. I love it, bro. Big up what you've been doing. Big up the whole team. I hope you lot prosper and leave some damage on this earth with your message, bro, to be fair.
Yeah, well, we all, everyone in the world, everybody on this planet has a part to play in understanding and seeing when they see injustice, when they see stupidness, when they see bad-mindedness, and in people, in government changes, in society's behaviour, we have to stand up to it sometimes. And it's okay to question things, and you don't have to be a sheep and go with the flow just because you know what we're doing. It is what it is. No, change is okay.
Facts.
100%, bro.
Where can they find you, Mr. Pain? What's your Instagram? Drop it for them.
Oh no! If you want to find me, just hit me up on Mr. Pain on IG, man. I don't really jump on Facebook too much, but yeah, just Mr. Pain on Instagram for now, and depends what you're looking for about where you find me, Just could be the Babylon.
Yeah, nah. But they might just want to follow you. Might want to support you. Might want to just follow your journey. Yeah,
Mr. Pain and me and London we're trying to set up our
podcast.
The podcast, and we're doing it. Yeah, but we just haven't had time to connect and to link all the time. But we're going to get it going on. So the Painful Truth. The Painful Truth is our YouTube channel that we are trying to build up as well. So please follow The Painful Truth on YouTube and on Instagram, and follow London, Open TV, and Mr. Pain, so we can actually keep pushing out the truth. Because that's, I think that would have been a great interview if you do it again, to talk about the other side of my world and my life, besides sport as well.
Yeah, well, the activism.
The realism.
I heard that, bro.
I don't call it activism. I call it realism. You know.
Hear you, bro.
Definitely, man.
But like I said, you got such a big catalogue. I have to start somewhere.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah. We would need probably about 3-4 hours.
I met you on this journey. I don't know journey before that, so I'm trying to catch up on that too.
No, that's full. No, I'll get you on that, man. Definitely, man.
Yo, big up Mr. Pain, man. Thank you for coming down to Powers for breakfast this rising, and you have a bliss day, brother. Yeah.
Oos. We say oos. Oos.
Have a blessed one.
Nice.
Powers.